Hi parents, it's Mrs. Beller and I have another homework help video for you. Today's homework help will be focused on partial quotients. We are jumping into long division in 4th grade this week, and just like the other subjects we have studied, multiplication, addition, and subtraction, before we get to the traditional method or algorithm of doing division, we're going to explore some other methods that help make sense of the problem and help kids understand what they're really doing instead of just jumping into that traditional algorithm. Step number 1 is your child will be given a problem such as this, 63 divided by 3. Now, you and I automatically want to think how many groups of 3 can go into 6. We're going to do it a little different. I'm going to ask you to think how many 3's go into the whole of 63. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, my kid has no idea how many 3's are in 63. You're right. So what I want them to do is don't go beyond 10. That's really going to help. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. Once we get to 10, we've maxed out, and we're just going to write a 10 on top. So step number 2, just like you would in traditional division, go ahead and write that 10 on top. 3 times 10 is 30. You're going to write that underneath 63, just as you would in a traditional or normal division problem. Now, I realize the complete answer to 63 divided by 3 is not 10. Hang with me, we've got a couple more steps to go. Now, just like a normal division problem, you're going to subtract. 63 divided by 30 is 33. Now, think how many 3's go into 33. Again, we're not going to go over 10. Numbers over 10 are really difficult for kids to do in their head. 3 times 10 is 30. I am going to write that additional 10 on top of my other quotient, or on top of the other 10. And then write the rest of the division problem as you normally would. All right, step 5. Go ahead and subtract that. 33 minus 30 is 3. Now think how many 3's are in 3. 3 times 1 is 3. So go ahead and write that 1 on top of our other quotients, the 10 and the 10, and then write the rest of the division problem as normal. 3 minus 3 is 0. Now our last step is to add all of what I call partial quotients together, the 10, the 10, and the 1, which is 21. So my quotient, or my answer to 63 divided by 3, is 21. I know that's kind of confusing as an adult, and it does take a new way of thinking, but as kids, they really catch on to this method, and they understand that they're dividing the 63 into 3 whole parts, not just dividing 6 into 3 and then 3 into 3. Now, another format you're going to see on tonight's homework, they're doing the exact same process. They're just going to put it in little boxes for the kids. So on this first part, 63 divided by 3 minus 30 equals 33 will be in the first box. And then as they do the 33 minus 30 equals 3, they're going to just put that in the second box with the quotients across the top of the boxes. 3 minus 3 is 0. And then they're going to go ahead and add 10 plus 10 plus 1 is 21. You'll get the same answer. It's just a different way to write that makes a little bit more sense to kids in the boxes, keeps it a little neater and nicer, and doesn't get so scribbled up in their work. Now, our last format that I want to familiarize you with is I have our regular problem that we've been doing on the left-hand side of your screen, and then on the right-hand side of your screen, I have an example where a student has taken 63 divided by 3 and has gone over that limit of 10 and has gone all the way to 20 because they knew that 3 times 20 is equal to 60. So they put that 20 there instead of the 10, which has saved them an additional step. That is totally okay if your student wants to do it that way as well. Some of my students are very capable and very bright and can easily do a problem like that. Others are going to be more comfortable breaking it down just by tens. Either way, I am okay with. On a last note, if this is still confusing and frustrating to you and your child, I am okay, just like I was with multiplication, subtraction, and addition. If you want to go ahead and just teach them the normal traditional algorithm for long division. I'm okay with that. Eventually, by the end of this week, we're going to get there, and that is the goal. Anyways, good luck on tonight's homework, and if you need more help, go ahead and shoot me an email.